So here we are in Ben Lomond on a Saturday lunchtime in winter. It's a beautiful day. This here is the old gatekeeper's cottage from the railway line here. My grandfather was there actually. He started off as a ganger and then a foreman on the railways. And this is what's left of the line that used to go from Newcastle, Broadmeadow, Maitland, up through Armidale to the border, up to Queensland, and eventually Brisbane, of course. And it's long since closed. I think it closed in the 1980s. You can see this little cottage has been added to at some point, bit of a carport there. My grandfather, whom I only met once in the late 1960s, maybe early 70s, then he died. He was a bit of a restless soul, I think. Steve Ewer, his name was. And he worked on the railways pretty much all his life, as far as I know. And that's Ben Lomond Station there. And this is, as you know, it's the Northern Tablelands in New England. The Northern Tablelands Express would come up through here, the Glenninnes Mail. Excuse me, that's terrible. Would come up through here on their way, and of course this would be quite a trip. Getting up the hills, the Liverpool ranges, from Murrurundi, and then up the Moonbees, and then, keeping on climbing up through here. And, passengers would see snow and stuff that you just wouldn't see at the beginning or the end of the journey. So would have been quite a trip in those days. My sister would have taken the train, did take the train from Maitland up to Armidale back in the day when she was at university. That was in the early 70s. But it was only as far as Armidale, as far as I know. I mean, who knows where she went in a general sense. That place over there, that used to be Ben Lomond General Store, post office and fuel. And like many places these days, they've closed down. Somebody obviously bought it and then just made it into a house, living on top of all the old fuel tanks underground. That'll be nice. And here's the old girl, going along quite nicely with the new chain and new rear sprocket. Here's a bloke who's taking some cattle somewhere, and he's having a good day. He's got some sheep, I should say. They're off to wherever they're going. It's certainly not market day on a Saturday in Ben Lomond. That's the markets are at Gyra, just north of town there, sale yards. But he's going back down Ryanda Creek Road, back towards the highway. Oh, he could be going to his property. I don't know where he's going. It's none of my business anyway. Anyway, we're going to ride back. This is a good looking tree, isn't it? He says, completely off topic. Not that I'm ever on topic. Anyway, so as far as I know, my grandfather lived there for a while, and that's where Uncle Trevor was born, here in Ben Lomond. And one of my old neighbours, Bob Betts, he reckoned he played footy with Steve Hugh, said he was a good player. And I know that he was a good cricketer. But the cigarettes got to grandfather Hugh. I don't even know what to call him. That was the end of him, eventually. Now we're going to ride this way back along Ben Lomond Rd into Llangothlin, and then back towards home, but I don't think we'll go home directly. But I'm going to keep wandering around a bit because we can. I'm trying some new angles. I think some of them are going to be epic fails. Well, that's alright. Only live once, I reckon. As far as I can work out anyway. You only live once. And this old girl's going along. The speedo is completely bonkers, as you know, these days. Not sure what to do about that, whether to try and fix this or get another one, get a replacement that might be a little more reliable. I mean, I don't even know how this is put together, whether it's got teeth in it. or what, you know. I don't know whether it's the cable. I don't think it's the cable. Cables either tend to work or break, and that's that, you know. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. You know, this white face Speedo is a curious thing. I'm assuming Uncle Tim put that in. Sorry, just thinking about this ignition that I failed to turn off. Silly boy. Can never find it. Headlights. What surprises me about Ben Lomond, well, we'll go down here, have a look at the hall. What surprises me about Ben Lomond is how expensive the property is. This here's the Ben Lomond Hall, and they have a winter festival there. That's their footy, or you know, footy field, showground, what do you want to call it? Maybe cricket ground, that is it. Well, okay, we're just going to call it a recreation ground. Oh, you silly bugger, Plunkett. Imagine that's the bushfire brigade. Yeah. Apparently we don't call it bushfire brigade anymore. It's the rural fire service, because everything must have a kind of, you know, you can see there's plenty of soldiers from here as well, which is typical. That was the Second World War. So. Interesting. A few killed guys there. Station, Ben Lomond Hauptbahnhof. those doggos or run off down the street. They'll probably run off down the street anyway. Now that idle's good now. Silly dogs. How you doing, Shamo? And there's Suzo. Whoops. Okay. We're home again. Where's those dogs? Where's those dogs? There you are. Hello, Suzo. How you going, girl? Oh, headbutted by a dog. Headbutted by a dog. Ah, what a rat bag. Seamus. Seamus. Seamus said, mate, I'm 80 years old now. I'm in retirement. You want me to run around the yard? Come here. You want me to run around the yard and I'm 80. Oh, gee, he's happy to chase the ball around. Oh, boy. Righto, you dogs. Look out. I don't know.